Lumbar spine mobilizations with movement are described as SNAGs, sustained natural apophyseal glides. These are done in weight-bearing and functional positions. In this case, she has pain and or restriction with forward bending. I'm going to use my belt, my mobilization belt, but actually as a stabilizing or counter force around her pelvis, coming around back behind me. She's standing with her hand on the table, also for a little additional comfort and balance. I'm going to use my contact pad to reduce skin irritation and potential slippage of my hand on her skin. I've identified the level that we're going to mobilize, and coming in with the scooping motion with my forearm, extending my wrist, supinating through my forearm, trying to hook the pisiform under the spinous process of the upper vertebrae. So I'm going to come in here, start with my hand here as a counter force on her shoulder, coming in with that scooping motion straight vertically. Okay, with your knees slightly bent, go ahead and bend forward as far as you can. I'm following her through with that motion. When she's gone as far as she can, pain-free, take a little breath in, exhale, and see if you can go a little further. Good. Great. Okay, now come on back up. So I maintain that vertical force. Okay. In the lumbar spine, we're doing just 3 repetitions the first day. Lumbar spine snag for extension, loss and or painful extension. In this case, instead of the belt, I'm going to be using my forearm around her anterior pelvis to provide some counter force. I'll let her hold on to my forearm if she feels more secure there, or she could place one hand on the table. I'm going to use my contact pad to reduce skin irritation and potential slippage. It's that same scooping motion with my hand, trying to hook the pisiform right underneath that spinous process of the upper vertebrae of the involved segment. And then go ahead now and arch back. Good, really looking for her to extend. Good, okay, and then you can come on back up. Going as far as she can, pain-free. Let's do that again. Making sure she's extending and not just leaning back into my hand. Good, and then come on back up. Great. 3 repetitions again the first day for lumbar snag. Sometimes with extension, you'll find that it's painful. No matter how much you change your force, your direction, sometimes we have to snag into flexion and then come back and snag into extension to achieve that pain-free improvement in motion with extension. Okay, self-mobilization with movement for the lumbar spine with belt. You're going to place the belt in the area designated by your therapist. Bend your elbows, bringing your hands up towards your chest, pulling straight up towards your head, and with a slight bend in your knees, go ahead and bend forward as far as you can without pain. When you've gone as far as you can, take a little breath in, and while you exhale, see if you can go a little bit further. Good. And then maintain that pull up towards your head as you come back to standing upright. Self-mobilizations for lumbar extension or bending backwards. You'll place the belt in the area designated by your therapist. Bend your elbows so your hands come up towards your chest. Pull directly straight up towards your head and arch backwards as far as you can without pain. Maintaining the pull, come back to the start position. And then you'd repeat.